y'all? It's Megan and welcome back to the studio. 2024 gave some amazing makeup drops and also allowed me to play in some glam that I hadn't really played with in a while, some new products that I hadn't touched. So this video is going to be all about the products that I loved in 2024 that will be coming with me, not just in 2025, but probably to my casket. So if you want to check out that list, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's hang out. The first thing that I do before I put any makeup on is I have to use some type of exfoliant situation. And this is one that I was really grabbing for in 2024, more towards the end. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic, and this is drugstore. You can find it at Target. And I like to use these with it. These are the exfoliating cotton ovals. It gives you like the smoothest base for your makeup. Other skin prep that I use religiously in 2024, and honestly even before that, is the Charlotte Tilbury skincare. So I'm gonna go in first with her glow toner. This is like a thicker consistency, and when you really just get it in there, you'll feel like it start to go a little bit creamy and it doesn't feel as watery. That's how I know that it's really doing the job in penetrating my skin. This really also helps smooth the skin, give it a radiant finish, and it also helps with minimizing the look of pores. And I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. My skin feels bouncy now, it feels hydrated, it feels plump, it feels nourished. That is what I'm looking for. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream. It's super hydrating and it gives a really glowy finish, but it's not as thick as her regular magic cream. So I'm gonna use that one because it's cold. I have really dry skin and it will get you together with your dry skin, baby. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue. We opening a new one together. Look at this. And there's nothing like a fresh one. Look at it. It actually doesn't look as cute as I thought it would, but it works. I do use a good amount of powder under my eye, and when you really hydrate under there, it doesn't allow it to get cakey. It doesn't allow it to look super dry under your eyes. That is really the key. Anytime I feel like my skin isn't getting supple enough, I will use this. This is the Danessa Myricks Moisture Repair Balm. Guys, if you don't know, you about to know. It's really hydrating. It locks everything in. It gives you a really pretty glow. Another product I've been obsessed with is for my brows. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Brow Gel. It is so good. And normally I don't really love brow gels because I feel like it doesn't give me enough flexibility. It doesn't really let me do my thing. And also I have found that a lot of them like get this white cast, not this one. And you notice you might have more brows than you think you do. I like to do a really pretty glowy base before I put any other makeup on. And this one right here from Juvia's Place shocked the heck out of me. It's like a complexion booster. Think of it like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, the e.l.f. Halo Glow, except better. This one is better to me because you have way more selection and color, and it has a little bit more coverage to it. This one is in the shade 3 Burkina, and you can just kind of see what it's giving. You see that glow? Now this color corrector snuck in at the end of 2024, but it's absolutely one of my favorite color correctors that I've tried. It is from Kosas, and this is in the shade Alchemy. It's a perfect like orangey peach shade, and I will pop it right over any hyperpigmentation that I have. Listen, between these two products, a good concealer and a light dusting of powder, honey, what else is there to talk about? Like, we're good. For contour, I've been reaching for something that's not really meant to be a contour, but you know, over here at Megan B Studios, honey, pigment is pigment, use it how you want. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Eavesdrop Stick. This is in shade 22. Now it's deep. She a little dark. She about 4 shades darker than me, but it blends like butter, and so I can get away with it. I'm gonna just pick it up with a foundation brush because I noticed that it really allows my contour to go exactly where I want it. Even when I'm going like on my chin contour, you see how precise I can get that? Honey, she looking snatched. I will say though, just make sure you keep the cap on it that it comes with to make sure that it doesn't dry out. Otherwise, it's gonna be good for nothing in about a month. This concealer for me showed up and showed out in 2024. This is the MAC Studio Radiance, and it is pretty color correcting. I only really like to put this under my eyes, and then I'll use a more neutral concealer on the rest of my face. For the more neutral undertone concealer, I've been going in with this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Radiance. And you see how this one is just way more toned down. It's more neutral. It's even also a little bit closer to my skin tone. It's okay to use multiple concealers. That's the beauty of makeup. Like, you really get to play, honey. This was my favorite foundation that dropped last year, and it is the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation. This little number her right here, she got the job done. Neutral undertones are difficult, but I really feel like Patrick nailed it, and he did an amazing job with these. This is how you do neutral undertones. Not gray, not orange, neutral. Chill out. A lot of times when brands say neutral, they mean Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa Loompa Dee Dee. I don't understand. And I do really push this into the brush because it is full coverage. I don't want too much going on one spot at one time. Sometimes I like to reinforce the cream contour a little bit, or just bring a little bit more warmth in certain areas. I have found this one. This is the Dominique Cosmetics cream bronzer. This is in the shade Rich Bronze. Once again, blends beautifully and goes right over my foundation like a dream. You see what I mean? Just to give me a little bit of something. Now I will say I am a blush snob, so I love to have a cream blush and a powdered blush. And this cream blush, honey, it knocked me off my socks. This is the IT Cosmetics Sun Blush. This one is in the shade Sun Gaze. They literally just melt. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. The Juvia's Place I Am Magic Loose Powder. Haven't been able to put it down since I got it. I'm choosing Cookie Dough because it's like around the same color as my concealer. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the shade Warm Honey. And this one is kind of closer to my skin tone, and I'm just going to place it in all the areas where I didn't put the light one. I'm telling you, this powder literally makes you look airbrushed. It makes your pores disappear. It blends in seamlessly. It's just so good. For brows, I've been using this every single day. It is the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Palette. Now don't judge me. I have a 3-year-old and she loves makeup too, and look what happened. I like to mix Sculpted with Harvest. This is like my go-to brow shade. You can tell that this bronzer has been heavily used. This is the Makeup by Mario bronzer in the shade Deep, and it is my go-to anytime I want a good warm bronzer. I love to put this bronzer also on my crease because it doesn't matter what eyeshadow look I do. This is such a good backdrop shade. By far my favorite neutral eyeshadow palette out there. It has 2 creams, cool tones, warm tones, a really inky nasty black. Like, this is the best palette. It is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3. It's so versatile because it has those cool and warm tones. You literally can do any look with it, from super simple to super sultry. Like, you can do it all. I'm letting my lash glue get tacky, but I have to put something on like the inside of this halo, and it's gonna be this. This is the Dose of Colors. It's literally magic glitter shimmer stick. This is in the shade Icy. It is like the most unique formula. It goes on cold. If you smudge it, it's way more opaque, or you can just tap it to kind of get that nice loose shimmer vibe, and when you put it on, it's on. So I'm gonna take a little bit and literally just tap it on the inside, and look at that. Literally magic. Let me zoom you in. It's literally perfect. Like, look at that. This Kimchi blush has been in my hands non-stop. It's literally 3 blushes in one. You get a pink, an orange, or a mix between the two, and give you a nice little sherbet sunset situation. It's in the shade Mercedes, and it is gorgeous. It's so pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And if you need a good under eye brightener, then look no further. Okay, I got you. It is the P. Louise Power Powder. They have so many different shades, and it is specifically used for your under eyes. UK Makeup just knows what they're doing. This is in the shade Honey, and you only need a tiny bit of this as well. It is really pigmented, and I literally like to just put it right here. And because there's so many shades to choose from, you can find one that's not going to have you looking ashy or dull. And then I'll just lightly go in and tap it and dust away any extra. These are the Sephora matte lipsticks. This is in the shade 21. Really shocked by them. They're actually such a good matte lipstick. They don't feel super heavy on the lips or anything like that. Go ahead and reinforce my lip liner. And for gloss, the Huda Beauty Faux Filler glosses are actually really good, y'all. Oh, drop my blush, and I already know it's gonna be broke because it was broke already. Oh no, my Shayla. Oh no. I gotta order a new one. R.I.P. That hurt my soul. Anyway, I'm just gonna go in with the clear one. Dang it, this is in the shade Glassy. And they say gloss, they mean gloss. I'm telling you, 2024, the drops came in heavy. Like, look at what's going on. I'm excited to see what 2025 has in store from some of these makeup brands. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to get notified of new videos. Share it if you loved it. Thumbs up if you liked it. And it was cool hanging out with you today in the studio. All right, love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.